Yeah, key retention, man. We back, man, with another video, powerful video, man. We gonna talk. You might talk a long time today. This might be my longest video, with my realest videos, right? We're gonna talk about becoming the God of your city 2.0. Know what I'm talking about? We're gonna download some shit into your brain that you're gonna need on this retention journey. Pimp status, man. Pimp quo. Pimp status, man. You gotta think about it, bro. All these guys you see hanging around with girls, they're miserable. Some of them are miserable. Some of them are weak. Some of them are, if they're not relapsing, they are weak. They are. They're being used up. And some people are okay with that, which is fine. But you, the retained man, you have goals. You're 23, 25 years old, you ain't got nowhere to go. You ain't got nothing to do. You're trapped. These girls are using you left and right. Right? You calling them, and it's all about changing your mindset. I'm gonna put up a chair on this one. It's all about changing your mindset. You gotta throw jealousy out the window, right? Yeah, and envy out the window. You gotta see it for what it is. You see a guy with a girl, she could be bad, right? And some guys are really doing it. They're really dominant, like they're really dominating their females. You feel me? Some of them really dominating them, right? And then some of them they got to do it like the hard way. They gotta like stay on it constantly. Like, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. Some of them they're spending money on females, just like nothing. And some of the guys are just older than girls, like 50 years old, playing like 30-year-old females, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? And they could really dominate them because you, like, you're taught to look at like an older person as a authority figure. You know what I'm saying? So they already taught that. Now, where do you come in? The 25-year-old, the 26-year-old, the 20-year-old, the 30-year-old retainer. Where do you come in, man? You tired of being played, you tired of being used, and then you find retention. And it's not even that. It's not even them playing you, it's you playing yourself, right? First, you gotta be able to walk away from any female. You gotta be able to walk away from almost any situation, but today we're talking about females and you being the god of your city and pimp god retention, man. This is where you're gonna take it. You gotta take the envy out. If you see a guy with 2 5 guys, you gotta think about it like they're using them for something. And if they are, and if he's okay with that, that's fine. And if he's hitting all of them, that's fine too. That's none of your business. Mind your business. You hear me? Mind your business. Your business is you gotta get to your goals. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta build yourself up. If you wanna be like that guy, what you see with 5 or 6 girls, you gotta build yourself up. You don't even know what the interaction with them is. He might have millions of dollars, and if you got millions of dollars, you willing to spend on girls, go crazy. You hear me? You might have a girl that like a girl. Y'all feel me? So you gotta take the envy out of it. And then a way you could look at it and make yourself feel better is like when you standing next to people, you gotta have self confidence. Semen retention helps you get that. That's like no matter who they are, no matter what they do, they're not better than you. You know, you don't walk around like you're better than anybody. but you don't treat other people like they better than you. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing, right? So once you get that, you gotta get that confidence. No matter what they got, they'll pull up in a motherfucking, they could pull up in a Mercedes Benz and you in a Toyota. All you gotta do is switch the signs up, switch the lines inside the circle when it's a Toyota. It's a Benz. That's it. What I'm saying, this is just a car. And if you have your dream car, then go crazy, do your thing. Now you gotta maintain it still. You gotta keep that dream car. Now you gotta look at it this way. When you're not relapsing, when you're retaining, you have good luck automatically, right? And everything you focus on is growing. If you focus on female attraction, that's growing. If you focus on your business, that's growing. If you focus on your money, that's growing. That's growing. You focus on your body, it's gonna grow. Whatever you focus on is gonna grow. No matter what your situation is. Say you got like, say you're having a problem right now, and you gotta fix that. Focus on that problem, get it over with, get out the way, and then back on your journey. And usually your problem is just like a test, like, okay, can you stand up to this? Are you gonna break down? Are you gonna cry? Or are you gonna like toughen up, put your seatbelt on, and then put the pedal to the metal? You know what I'm talking about? So when you're retaining, bro, it's like you have the self confidence, and then you have the self awareness. Like this is where I'm at, and this is where I need to. This is where I want to be, right? And you're not delusional. You're not thinking you're somebody you're not. You know where you at, and you know that you're growing 1% every day of retention. Like you might fall back, right? Like say you want to quit smoking, but it keeps calling you, it keeps calling you, and you keep on breaking down to that. It keeps on breaking you down. So what you gonna do with that? What you gonna do with that, man? You're gonna have to cut it off. If you can't do it all one by one, you could cut off little by little. Smoking makes you weak. Smoking makes your mind weak. But if you're retaining, I'm not saying you're gonna be strong, but you're gonna be like bounce back better. But smoking makes your mind weak. It makes you impulsive. It makes you reacting to stuff, especially smoking cigarettes. Like you ever met somebody who smokes cigarettes like and they got no muzzle, they can't control their mouth, they can't control their emotions. That's what smoking does to you. Smoking, you can't control your mouth, you can't control your emotions. But if you're retaining and smoking, you could control them a little bit, but you still gonna go through that where you have to like get a grip. You still gotta go through it where you have to get a grip on yourself, right? So take smoking out of it if you want to be a god of your city. Smoking black and mild, smoking cigarettes, weed. Weed is just gonna lower your test, so that's gonna lower your confidence, and it could help you a little bit. It help you in the short run, but in the long run, it's bad, right? So you want to replace those with positive things like drinking water, taking vitamins, and stuff like that. So you gotta build yourself up. You can't smoke if you want to be God of your city. You can't smoke cigarettes. You can't smoke black and mild. Now, people, say you're a master retainer and you got like the mental capacity to switch those side effects in your mind, then go for it. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing, smoke away like a train. You heard me? But you want to stay focused on your goal. Like, say you do want female attraction, you're gonna get that. You're gonna get female validation everywhere you go. They're not gonna shut you down, bro. When you start retaining and focus on yourself, they're not gonna shut you down. If they do, good. Let the games begin. If they ignore you, good. Let the games begin. Right? Like, so say the God of your city is like you stronger than every man. Now, why I say God of your city is because it's not like you're God, but you're godlike. You're godlike, right? Now, I'm not admiring this man or nothing, and I don't know the true history behind this man, But Hitler was a retainer, and you saw the impact he had on his country. He could make people do good things. He could make people do bad things. People really loved him. People really loved him, and what he did was retain. He never had a wife, none of that. All he did was retention, man. Now I'm not saying to go be like him and try to like do what he did. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you have the you could have the power, but you could do good with it. And I don't even you could do good with that power, right? Now we're gonna break it down. Becoming God of your city. Now you got the confidence, you got the emotional control, you got the self awareness. Now you have to like if you're under 6 foot, bro, you have to be at least 180 pounds and up. Like psychology. Females like they always find bigger guys was able to protect. Like even back in the day, they was able to protect their families. They was able to protect the females. They was able to get more resources. So you gotta get weight. You gotta get weight, or you gotta like learn. And if you are like 135, make sure you're a boxer, bro. Make sure you know how to box. Make sure you know how to fight. Make sure you're fighting. Make sure you're competing in a sport, right? Make sure you got a goal to attain, right? So you have to be 180 and higher if you're under 6 foot, because height is a great attraction factor for females, right? And so is weight. So is like those. Say you like 5'10", bro. You're almost there at the 6 foot, but that case you definitely gotta be like you gotta OP on the weight. At least get the 220. Get the 220, bro. You 5'9", 5'8", you get the 200. You know what I'm saying? Girls like size and they like men that weigh more than them. It says protector. It says you could go hunt. You can say you could protect them, right? Now, also things you could do like learn the fighting style, do a box, go to a shooting range, go to a boxing range, arm yourself. You gotta be able to defend yourself and others, right? So you got the self confidence, emotional control, self awareness, and then your body game gotta be on point, right? And then Hitler was a little guy, but he was so like his retention, man, was so his discipline was so up there. It don't matter. Like you could overcompensate. You could be little and still have the craziest mind. What he had was power, right? Now the next thing is you gotta get your money up. There's so many ways to get money in 2023. It's not even funny. If you ain't got it, you ain't looking. There's so many opportunities to get money in 2023. So you gotta get your money up. You gotta take care of yourself. You gotta take a shower. You gotta be clean, right? Now that's just like, and the money is going back into you because you're retaining and you're not simping. And if you do want to spend something on a female, it won't be nothing outrageous, and it's also gonna benefit you too. Like my thing is, I like taking girls out to eat, but nothing too crazy, not like no $400 meal. And if like I do that, it's cause I'm hungry myself. I like to eat food too. And if I'm in a fancy restaurant and I got like a company with me, that's also gonna add like social value to me. Like you might see somebody you know, or people you don't know that want to know you. They like you see you with a baddie at the lunch thing. That's gonna add social value to you. And you ain't even like guys worry about like hitting so much, like they don't see like what they could gain from the situation. They don't see the social proof they get from the situation. And plus, you get to eat too. It's not like she's sitting there eating like $100 worth of food, and you better not let that happen. You know what I mean? Like the most I spend on going out, and that's like $80, and that's like 40 for me, 40 for her. And if you ain't got the $40, then you shouldn't be going out with females. If you ain't got that, you shouldn't be going out with them. Make sure your bills are taken care of, right? So, like, and if you are buying something for a female, like, don't go. If you got the bag, money to go buy the bag for them, do that. With retention, you could do that, but what's gonna get them is you're not looking for anything in return. You're not asking for anything in return. Like I bought these girls Nike sandals, right? I got it for it was like $15. I was just in the shopping mood, and then I got it for her, and then she was acting all standoffish when I bought it to her. Like I want something for it. So me proving that I didn't want nothing for it, but just to hang out and watch the show like we regularly do, that was like she was like, whoa. Like he didn't even call me the next day. Like, I could tell she's still shocked. I could tell. But it's like girls are messing with multiple guys. You know that, right? And the better you act better than them, the better you look to their eyes. Like after those guys relapse, they out there they don't want to deal with them no more, or they just like, or they just that cool. But those guys are just gonna go home and be like try to get the energy back up anyways. But your energy's already up. So say you're talking to a girl, you call her, the phone quickly hang up. Bam. You know what I'm saying? Hyper. Let's say she's with somebody else. That's fine. When you retaining, you just wait it out. They gonna call you back. You just go find. Don't even wait. Don't stay on your phone like wait now. Nah, just go about your business. Like, oh, I called, blah blah. Cause when you retaining, you don't really want to deal with them like that, anyways. Like, you shouldn't be like, and you shouldn't be. But if they're involved in your life and you want to show that a little care here and there, and they actually help you with stuff, because they're gonna help you regardless. Like you on retention, when you pimp God, when you pimp retention pimp, you gonna get something out of them. You're not a narcissist, but because like you're not trying to ruin them, but them dealing with you, you're gonna get something from them, and it doesn't have to be intercourse. It don't have to be that. You're gonna get something from them. Either it's like, cause they be like, oh, girl, just want your attention. Like, yeah, like, why are you giving them your attention? What the exchange you get out of that is like how girls act when you do this, how girls act when you do that. You get experience talking to girls. You get something out of it. Don't ever think that they're just taking something from you. Especially when you retain it, you get something out of it. Like even you hang out with them, you go out with them. That's social proof. People gonna see you with girls. Other girls are gonna see you with girls, and you know what they want: guys with girls, right? So you always get something from it. If you buying them something, then you're not getting them, no, you're not asking them for nothing. Especially you're not asking for no intercourse. They owe you. They feel like they owe you, and they gonna like some of them payment. The only payment they got is intercourse. Like say you buy this girl shake. Like I work at a gym, right? Say you buy a girl like a shake. She asks you for a shake. You buy her a shake. She asks you for another one. You buy her another shake. Now you're gonna ask her to buy her. Now it's time for you to ask her to buy you a shake. If she says no, that's okay. You don't have to buy her a shake ever again. That's great. You don't have to buy her a shake ever again. You didn't have. You don't have to in the first place. You know what I'm saying? But you never have to buy her one ever again because it's like, well, I give you some, but when it counts for you, give me some. You ain't give me nothing. And then it's not even intercourse. When you take intercourse out of it, you get to deal with them like a businessman. You get to deal with them like a businessman. When you take the intercourse out of it, they don't have nothing. They're so used to giving it. They're so used to giving something and getting something in exchange, giving something and getting something back in exchange. Like especially if you're married or something, your girl wants something from you, they gonna give you some, and then they gonna ask you for it. They're gonna stroke your ego, and then they gonna ask you for it. And you gonna if you let it be stroked, that's like then they know they playing you. They know they got you on lock. But when you retaining, you shut all that down. Now, like I'm I'm entertaining about 4 females right now. 4. I'm having intercourse with well, really all of them. But I'll wrap it up. Definitely, you gotta wrap it up, right? But it's not like I'm doing it every day. It's like one of them just moved to Florida, and she's still contacting me. I'm thinking like, and I'm happy when she went to Florida, cause I was like, phew, that's one less time I gotta be like, that's one less person I gotta worry about slipping up on. That's one less person I gotta like deter from my goal just to give some to. You know what I'm saying? Cause they want it more than you, and if whoever they messing with is busy or they want to get freaky, they want to move around a little bit, they gonna contact you, right? And then, but that one moved to Florida, but she's still contacting me. I got another one. She moved to Florida too, and she comes up here once in a while, and still wants to deal with me. Still wants me to kiss her. Still wants to kiss me. Still wants to have intercourse. Still, and they're miles away. Still call me. I don't call them. I drop a boop here and there, you know what I'm saying? But that's about it. They don't forget about the kid, right? But those two, I'm trying to like push them out. I'm trying to push them away. Get away, right? Go drain some other men, and then when you come around here, you be like, well, after you drain them, you're gonna come back around like, hey, and I'm still gonna be even stronger. The more time they spend away from you, the more time they spend like pulling away, is the most time you got to be strong. When they pull away, you become stronger because you're retaining. And then I got one I'm dealing with, like, she's obsessed. If I miss a call, I tell her the reason why. She think I'm doing something else. She think I'm with somebody else. She's hooked. She's on lock. That could be a good thing or that could be a bad thing. It depends, right? Like when they hook like that and they think you're doing something, they hold a grudge if you do. They think you're doing something, and she might go around mess with somebody or act like she's messing with somebody, which is a okay because you're retaining. Your main goal is to retain. If she finds somebody to give it to on a regular, but still wants to hang out with you, that's okay. Don't get mad about it. They're draining the men for you. As the god of your city, you want them to drain the men for you. And then if you want the perks and benefits, you you have intercourse with them here and there, but don't relapse. Do not relapse. In a relationship, the one who controls the sex controls the relationship, how the relationship moves, how it moves. Now, if you giving it up to her every time she asks for, or if you asking for her for every time, then she know she gonna get the control. But if you're not giving it to her every time when she asks for it, if you go to sleep, and when you don't relapse, sometimes you gotta fake it and be like, oh, I finished. You know what I'm saying? But oh, I just finished. You know what I'm saying? But like sometimes it's okay to tell them you didn't finish too. That's just gonna bring the that's low key gonna bring down their self esteem, and then that even brings more power. to you. It's about power, right? You could turn off this video and be like, oh, you guys mean, you guys evil. But it's about power, man. And once you get the power in a relationship, you get the. Because if they had the power, they'll be dragging you through the mud. They'll be dragging you through the mud. They'll be talking to other people in front of you. They be they'll be doing all that crazy stuff. They be hitting somebody up. They be coming home 5 o'clock in the morning. You don't have the power to walk away because you're not retaining and you can't see it. Even if you are retaining, that stuff happens. You should. Even if you aren't retaining, that stuff happens. Go away. They're telling you to go away. The females are designed to like destroy weak men. Hold on. They're designed to destroy weak men. If they think you're weak, they want you gone from the earth. They're gonna flash another dude in front of you. They're gonna make sure you get caught. They catch you. They're gonna make sure that you catch them get smashed by somebody else. Then some some of them will leave. Know what I'm saying? Have their mans show like video of them getting smashed. Now that ain't never happened to me, but it's like if it did happen, like that Sasuke from Naruto, like everything he's experienced, the worst he's everything bad he experienced, his Sharingan becomes bigger, it becomes stronger. That like that's how you become. So you become more like the more you go through, the harder things you go through, the more colder you become, and the more colder you become, the better it is for you because it's like especially when you're retaining, it's not like you're trying to get them, but you know they can't get you because you've been through that already. You've been through that already, right? So you become a cold man if you ever witness that, and it's like the worse they treat you, the colder you become. You adapt to them, right? When something bad happens, like, oh, that's not bad. I've been through that already. Oh, I've been through that already. Just keep retaining. And then even if you haven't been through it, you retaining, you react to the situation better. But if you show weakness, like, oh, where you at? Why you not picking up the phone? They gonna play with you, boy. And when you show you don't care, by not calling twice, by not texting twice, by not blowing up their phones, not worried about where they going all the time, and like you become numb to the game. Say do come home late, you don't care because they're retaining. You'll be like, why he don't care? I just got smashed by Johnny, and he's just doing his thing. And it's like, if it gets too disrespectful, get him out, kick him out, walk away. And if you don't have like the option to walk away because you want to be for your kids, you just retain. Don't say nothing. Don't say you're retaining. Just like it's kind of hard to react, but it's like just start doing you. Just start doing you, right? But you want them to drain other men, so you can't really have a heart in this game, especially if you want to become god of your city. Like the pimps, they never had a heart. Like they go get girls to smash guys and take their money. The girls will give the money to the guy. You could love them, but at the end of the day, yeah, you can't be attached. You gotta know their job is there for them to make other guys weak. Cause they're not making other guys weak, they're making you weak. If you're relapsing, they're making you weak. Now, you need them to make the other guys weak in order to become like God of your city. And it's like, what if I never meet those guys? They've met those guys. They know how those guys act. They know how those guys react. They know how that That aura of that guy feels. They know when that guy goes to public, nobody shows them no attention. They know when that guy posts a picture, nobody cares. They know like that guy has a couple of friends, and that's it. And when he goes in public, ain't nobody fucking with him. They know that. They see that. They know that guy's a loser. But that guy got money. He's doing this. He's doing that. Good. Let him be drained. Now they come back to you. The higher you are, you look in their eyes because those guys are weak. They might have all their sources because everybody's strong in this world. No one's gonna lay down for you to destroy them, and if they do, then they deserve to be destroyed. That's how nature works. I have a pet snake, right? And it opens up your eye to like having a pet snake opens up your eyes to like different to a different perspective on life. So the key is to let them drain the men. Let them drain other men. You can't have a heart when you become God of your city. You can't have a heart of love. You can't have a heart, right? Like you could love your mom, you could love your mother, you could love your sister, you could love being around people, but you can't fall in love with women when you want to become God of your city, the pimp God of your city. And it's like, okay, say I have a heart, but my mother be treating me crazy. Well, first of all, disrespect comes from when you're not retaining. And even if you, and like when you are retaining, they do disrespect you, you shrug it off. When you're not retaining, they disrespect you. You like think about it, ponder about it, or why should have did this, or you overreact. So the key of becoming God of your city and a pimp God of your city is to let them drain other men. It could be your girlfriend, it could be your wife, it could be your friend, it could be your best friend. You can't have a heart, right?